The launch of Meghan Markle's second season of her much-hyped Netflix project, With Love, Meghan, was meant to be a grand reintroduction of the Duchess as Hollywood's lifestyle tastemaker. Instead, it turned into a scene that late-night legend Jon Stewart couldn't resist mocking: an empty theater, scattered attendees, and an awkward silence where applause should have been. Reports from the Los Angeles event described the atmosphere as eerily hollow, with fewer than 100 people filling a space designed for hundreds. Stewart, discussing the debacle on his show, laughed so hard he had to pause mid-sentence, joking, "Even my studio audience on a bad Tuesday looks fuller than that." The brutal honesty of Stewart's commentary was matched only by the visuals circulating online: photos of empty rows, half-hearted photo ops, and an unimpressed press corps that seemed more interested in chatting among themselves than watching Meghan's polished but uninspiring trailer. For a woman who once boasted of her global reach and cultural influence, the optics were devastating. The premiere was supposed to cement Meghan's transformation from royal rebel to streaming powerhouse, but instead, it highlighted what industry insiders are now calling her Hollywood cold shoulder. What makes this flop even more damaging is the trajectory of Meghan's public projects. After signing her multi-million-dollar deal with Netflix in 2020, expectations were sky-high. But following Harry and Meghan's documentary Harry, Meghan and the poorly received Pearl project cancellation, the brand's momentum has been shaky. Season 1 of With Love, Meghan was already criticized for being more product placement than storytelling. Season 2 was supposed to correct that, but the poor turnout suggests audiences, and perhaps even Hollywood elites, have grown tired of the Duchess's carefully curated image. Stewart's laughter captured what many were already thinking but hesitant to say: Meghan's star power. Star power is dimming, and fast. The contrast with Netflix's other premieres was glaring. Just weeks earlier, the streamer launched another celebrity-fronted docuseries to a packed house and glowing reviews. Meghan's event, by comparison, looked like an afterthought. One Hollywood columnist quipped, "It's never a good sign when the caterers outnumber the fans." Social media only amplified the humiliation. Hashtags like #EmptySeats for Meghan trended overnight, with clips of Stewart's gleeful mocking drawing millions of views. His joke that next season they might just film it in her living room to save money on chairs was particularly brutal, but the laughter it received proved how far Meghan's credibility has slipped. Adding to the controversy was Meghan's own demeanor at the premiere. Attendees described her as unshaken on the outside but clearly rattled when asked about the turnout. She reportedly pivoted to her usual talking points about empowerment and resilience, but the polished sound bites rang hollow against the reality of the scene. Jon Stewart's takedown underscored that disconnect. While Meghan spoke of building communities and inspiring women, the visuals told a very different story: a star once embraced by global media now struggling to fill a room. Behind the scenes, industry analysts are interpreting the flop as a warning sign for Netflix. With the streaming giant tightening budgets and cutting underperforming shows, Meghan's ability to deliver audiences is under sharper scrutiny than ever. Early numbers from her first season were inflated by curiosity, but repeat viewership dropped dramatically. Season 2 was meant to prove sustainability. Instead, Stewart's viral mockery may become its defining moment. In Hollywood, perception is everything, and being branded a punchline on late-night TV is a stigma few projects recover from. The timing couldn't have been worse for Meghan. In the same week, Prince Harry was making headlines of his own, with